But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? Housing Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
Can't do my toes, man.
I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
I have what you're looking for, but new pause isn't cheap, nor is it easy to come by.
Fresh off the boat and already fitting in. Fine. But cash is a pretty scarce resource around here. I prefer dealing in information.
What kind of information?
Give me the neuropazine first, then we'll see.
Here. Now what have you got for me?
There's a so-called market in this complex. On your way to it, you'll probably see some storage units.
I'm listening.
One of them belonged to a patient of mine. A freedom fighter. Who no longer needs it. You might find something useful inside. Here's the code.
I'll check it out.
Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Ruzika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place. Cops in Golem are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropazine, and not all of them think very highly of us Arcs.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay, but in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talos Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talos Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talos years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pakistan News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
He You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily. So I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only strengthened his beliefs.
Is he still an idealist then? After everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to discover what the right thing is.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
Laissez-moi partir. Don't worry, everything will be fine.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Where the planned expansion of Blue Base Omega has once yet been placed on hold. Several financial backers were forced to pull out due to their involvement in
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is the last episode. Reporting to temperature really high. Don't touch it.
Living like this.
Also known as live due to malfunction.
I can't feel my toes, man.
And many of the protests have turned violent.
I was at the beach just now. Did you hear what happened?
We heard the cops showed up and beat some guy to death.
Yes, it was horrible.
Did he, do anything?
He gave them some attitude when they hassled him, but it was sick. He didn't deserve that.
A police minority brutalizing an unarmed majority. That sounds familiar.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all of it.
I don't like the cops being here any more than you do. What do you expect? There was another bombing in Prague. We need someone to blame.
Nobody here could have done it. They've got us caged up like animals.
So why not go over there and tell them to go away?
Maybe I will. Somebody has to stand up to them. Let them know this is not a fascist police state. Will you two shut up? You're going to get us arrested, or worse.
Killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that many of you are fearful in the wake of such violence, my murder is not
Now stay still, like a good boy.
Calm yourself, sir.
This is an outrage. No, I will not be calm. You think you can do anything?
This is your last warning.
What are you going to do that you think haven't already done?
Hands up! You're under arrest!
Of course. That's what always happens. This is not
You're not a
necessary.
martyr. You're just a loud-mouthed idiot.
Violence will only escalate the situation. It will only serve to strengthen their justification. I know it is wrong to ask.
We're augmented anyway. There's all kinds of crazies out there.
I'm taking no chances today. Not with him.
I speak to all of you. Not as the leader of Ark, as your neighbor, your friend, our only solace.
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan, or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
It's been a rough day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you care. My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm the contact.
And maybe there is a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushan, he asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Do you know where they were taken?
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something?
Hey, I can see you're upset. And you're right to be. But if you have information that can help me get you and your family out of here, please tell me. It's not too late.
I'm sorry. It has been very difficult. Tibor has been arrested before. He thinks ARC will keep him safe. The last time he was rescued by someone coming in through the ceiling of his cell. There are many places in Golem City that are unfinished. Maybe that can help.
I think it can. Thank you,
Adela.
Adam.
You all have caused enough trouble. Get moving.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all augmented.
I am running out of
patience. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once again. Yet, despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rosika Station, but fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that many of you are fearful in the wake of such violence, I urge you not to become as blind. You know as well as I that they will come here into your homes to intimidate, to accuse, perhaps worse. And some of you will be tempted to strike them.
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Golem, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's all right. I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
Fucking hands up!
Golem City is not a prison! Being police is no excuse for cruelty! Let go of them! They have done nothing wrong!
You think we like this?
We need this!
I don't believe in this.
This is not necessary!
This is Eliza Costello.
I need neuropathy, please.
Who says you're mental anyway? There's kinds of crazies out there.
No activity in this area. Continuing general control.
You probably saved a lot of lives by telling us this, Hanser.
Oh yeah, I'm a regular hero. I bet they will have a statue of me in the town square and everything.
If your sister is with ARC, we are the only people who can help her.
I have seen the way you help people. Hoarding all the fozzy and then handing it out as a reward when we stab each other in the back.
Little late for that now, isn't it?
Has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. The Kazan. Report. Live from Picus.
Keeping you alive and clearing a way to your future.
Not simply ARC. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rucker Station.
The cops are out of control. Everywhere we go today, cops looking at us sideways with accused men.
Perhaps worse.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
everything's so damp here.
But having caught I can honestly tell you every augmented version of the world is right in the Stop that!
This most recent violence has been
This isn't happening.
not as the leader of Ark, as your neighbor. Our only solace may be the knowledge.
What is going on? Leave me alone! I never did anything.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
blinded our accusers.
Someone do.
Spare something for a brother. Warm.
Do something about this.
Brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late, Interpol.
Yeah, I saw a message on your computer. Someone was warning you that you might end up here.
You hacked my computer. Why?
I was trying to find you.
It doesn't matter. You know I can't help you. It's too dangerous now.
Must be something we can do. Maybe I can talk to the cops, get them to release you.
They won't talk to you. They're arresting everyone.
I don't think they'll arrest me. I can take care of it.
No. Please, that will just make it worse. They know who I am. They went after my family.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety. Only tyrants who prey on the weak and the innocent.
Alright, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me, but I still need to get to Rucker, or what happened to you and your family today will happen to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
There's a man, a smuggler, Louis Galois. He imports items for Talos, neuropozyne, whiskey. He could get you in, but you'd have to do him a favor. He likes favors.
That's something. Any other ideas?
My keycard to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
By the way, on my computer, who was warning me?
Some guy named Old Blue Eye. You know him?
No. Listen. Dushan, my brother, was taken. He didn't do anything. If you see him, please help him.
Right. I'll see what I can do. Kane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
Bishop, these assholes might try something.
Go ahead, keep it up. I can do this shit all day long.
Okay. I'm pretty sure your retarded kids are also playing.
Maybe I'm not making myself clear. One hour, hold out. I can persuade you to talk. Something tells me I don't have some attention yet.
Respect.
Free up your trigger finger.
Let me see just one arc, son of a bitch.
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
So, was it Tibor or Adela that asked you to help me? Or something else?
I have a job to do, and you're a means to getting it done, regardless of why the cops were doing what they were doing.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzicka bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every og. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
I thought you weren't a member of Ark.
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for my family.
Do you know if Ark was responsible for the Ruzicka bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I'm done with them. Being associated with Ark. Even if they are our only hope, it is not worth the pain. Look, you want to know what Ark is up to? You're going to have to ask them yourself.
Fair enough. How do I do that?
When you have robbed the man of all, the things... He is no longer the... He has no more of... Shit! Power? Something. Freedom. How does it go?
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubosh. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote, and he will let you in.
This'll help, thank you.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Doesn't matter if they're a grandmother or a schoolboy. If they have a knock, they're a threat. Now what?
I've got your back.
Wasting our time.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't get too close. I think I have tuberculosis.
You can't have TB. It's your death. You heard about the bombing at the train station, right?
It's terrible. I still can't believe it.
Mr. Jensen, this is Otar Botkovere. I hear you are in the Utulek complex.
Keeping tabs on me, Botkovelli?
It is time for that favor you owe me. There is a shopkeeper named Galwa in the City markets. I want you to eliminate him.
I'm not in the assassination game.
How you take care of this problem is your business, but I expect you to keep your word.
It's just not fair. I thought that having a baby would be the greatest day of our lives. But now...
No, I'm scared too.
Is it right, do you think, for us to bring a baby into the world? What kind of parents would force their child to grow up in a place like this?
You're suggesting, but I think you're suggesting. I don't know.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
At the feet of all augmented, not simply Ark. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once again. Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rucker Station. But fear has blinded.
Uštan louho nevydržím. Budu vás sledovat.
Tibor almost certainly. I took some kind of passcode, the key card off him. I've got a good idea what it's for too. And if it is, proves he's Ark. No, an elevator, useless to us. Unless we want to start a real war, which we don't. He's a small fish for sure, and Deshaun probably not even involved, but well, let's not throw either back without getting something out of it. Okay, check in later. That is affirmative. And Ambassador.
All you ever talk about is Rabia, the promised land. They said that about this. What? This is bullshit! Fuck this is
So let's get back.
She did not do this.
Chicane. Tell Miller the mission's back on track. I've got an elevator passkey that'll get me into ARC territory.
Copy that. I'll do a flyby up ahead, get you the lay of the land. Hit me up when you're through.
You came... here on purpose?
It was in the early days of this place. Nobody knew yet what it was really like. Her dad kicked her out because she was augmented, and my parents refused to take her in. She thought she'd be safer living here than on the streets in Prague.
And you came with her? That was really good of you.
I gave notice at work and followed her 2 weeks later. But by the time I got here...
Oh, Jesus.
Vy sem nepatříte.
Are you nuts? What the fuck's the matter with you?
It was just an idea. We need the goddamn money.
So how about if I do it? I'll just walk around offering to fuck any woman or man I see for some food or posing.
You asshole. It's not like I want to do this. Do you want to starve to death?
A few credits could save someone's life.
I don't got a lot of money. These are the same
He stands
things as
out.
yesterday,
Even
right?
you
Look like you're in a position to
What
be
did you
choosing.
say? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Take it.
These are the same
Not
things
so
as
long
yesterday,
now.
right?
Lay
Good
down
job.
and waste
Have my
away.
word.
Look, I know you people
Something
are
to help
desperate
get
for
me
some
back on my
pussy, but I can't get my hands on any. Shit's dried up.
You got any new pose, bro? Huh? I'm getting the jitters here. Santo.
Edward Braun. You shouldn't have ended up here.
A lot of people shouldn't have. Don't worry. I don't blame you. You're not the one who brought me here. You're just a man who didn't go out of his way. Makes you no different than anyone else.
I'm sorry, Edward.
The police came for me shortly after you left. At least now there is no more waiting in fear. No more wondering whether or not they will come. And I see I'm not the only one who got caught.
That's not exactly why I'm here.
Uh-huh. Well, I won't ask. But I will ask if you have any neuropozyne. It is in very high demand here. There is a terrible shortage.
Here. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. And just so you know, it's not your fault I'm here. It's just the way things are now.
Žádný augmentovaný sekuriťáky nemá všechno automatizované. Během incidentu nechci.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Is there something I can help you with?
You're Lubosh, right? Dushin Sokol told me Ark might have the answers I'm looking for. He sent me to you.
Dushin? I heard the police had him and his brother Tibor locked up in the Narrows.
Yeah, the cops were working Dushin over pretty good when I found him. Wasn't exactly a fair fight, so I stepped in.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine. Looking forward to sleeping in his own bed tonight.
Not a lot of people in here would be bothered to stop and help out the stranger.
What was happening wasn't right.
You took on the police by yourself, on their own turf?
And then Dushin pointed me to you.
He was right to do so, but I'm sure he would have given you something more. Some wisdom, maybe?
When you've robbed a man of everything, he's no longer in your power. He's free again.
Spoken like a true brother of the revolution. I think I even heard conviction in your voice. I'll unlock the elevator for you. Go on up.
How did you get involved with Ark?
I used to load freight for the Czech railway in Ostrava. After the incident, my employers were afraid of me. I was fired. So like most of the augmented in the country, I drifted into Prague, unlicensed and homeless. The police swept me up in a sewer raid one night, put a round in my leg and dumped me here. It wasn't long before Talos found me.
And he gave you work?
He gave me purpose. He's the reason I'm still alive.
What can you tell me about Talos?
The first time I met him, he's cutting a bullet out of me while trying to explain the history of the Gulag. He has his hand stuck in my leg and is encouraging me to study Stalinist labor camps. 3 months later, I pass him in the throat and he says, "Lubosh, how's the leg? Are you studying the Gulag like I suggested?" Remembered me like it was yesterday.
Sounds like he has a good memory.
No, I mattered to him. Me, a nobody, mattered to a great man like Talos Rucker. That's the kind of man he is.
Dushin said some of the police are using the Ruzika bombing as an excuse to hurt the augmented in Golem City. Why do you think that is?
They're trying to manufacture a response from Talos to get Ark to fight back.
Violence begets violence.
That's right. And if Ark responds violently, then their case against us only builds. But Talos is too smart. He won't allow Ark to be baited into a false confession, even if it means that the people we sworn to protect are hurt.
Great, thanks.
I made the mistake of going in there yesterday, and some arms doing tracking.
The closer you get to the third floor, the more dangerous. You're not tired. You don't want to go out.
Protests, no doubt. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus.
Why they haven't put more guys on the job out?
Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Turning now to business news. Sources inside the Santos
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Brown has been positioning the ambitiously innovative city of the future as a global refuge, an all-open paradise built for and by the augmented. No word yet on how much capital he needs, but having caught a sneak peek at his architecture.
Guess what I just learned? Right around here, there's a guy selling some wicked.
What is there around here to break in? You looking for supplies?
If you're looking to take a piss, you can do it in the street like everybody else. If you're looking for Virzbowski, you can fuck off.
I'm not looking for either.
Well then, handsome. You must be looking to deal. My name's Entity, and I've got the sweetest tech in GC. How may I serve you?
When I walked in here, you mentioned someone named Virzbowski. Who is that?
My asshole ex. He used to run this place with me before he ran out. Thought you were one of his new friends.
With the kind of welcome you gave me, you must not think much of his new friends.
Don't get me wrong. Ark does a lot of good in the ghetto, but...
Your boyfriend fell in with Ark?
Ex. And I get it, I guess. He always wanted to make a difference. Ark keeps a lot of people safe in here. Keeps them fed, clothed. They give a lot of people hope. I get that, but... I don't know, something about organized anything scares the shit out of me.
You think Ark is dangerous?
No, I don't know. Maybe. Shit, probably. But that's not what scares me. It's the collective, hive-minded mentality that freaks me out. It's why I stay away from religion. And book clubs. So, listen, we're getting to know each other here. Is there something else I can do for you?
So how did you wind up dealing tech in Golem City?
All the brothels were full, so I had no choice but to fall back on an old hobby to make ends meet.
Which tech company was it that cut you loose?
Bobson Synthetics. I was a biocell designer. Then I wasn't. The incident fried some pretty delicate shit in my hand. Can't really do my best work anymore, you know, but... Hey, whatever. That's downer territory. I get by fine. What do you say we change the subject?
Show me what you've got.
Well, if you're going to make it sound naughty, I have no choice, do I? Good looks and an eye for high-end tech. Mother did warn me. I'm hoping there's something else I can do for you?
Actually, Entity, I think I'll just show myself out.
Oh, sad face. Well, promise me you won't take on too long, darling.
Do you know how many times I've been robbed? You know what's going on. What's on the line?
This is a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting any customers today, given the unpleasantness outside.
Are you Louis Galois?
I am. If this is a referral, may I ask which of my customers was impressed enough to recommend me?
Tibor Sokol.
Ah, poor Tibor. But how may I be of service?
When I spoke to Tibor, he said you can help me get into Ark territory, undetected.
What did he say, precisely?
That you bring supplies into Golem for Talus Rucker, under the radar.
Tibor should be more careful what he says, and to whom.
He also said you would probably ask a favor in return.
Yes, as it happens, I do have a need for someone like you. The police have confiscated some neuropazine of mine. They're keeping it in a storage locker at the entrance to the market.
It wasn't as secure as they thought.
I see. You have my thanks and admiration. In exchange for this, I will unlock the security door at the back of this room. Beyond it, you'll find a ladder that will take you where you want to go.
Thanks.
No, thank you. And if there is anything else I can do...
Rucker
Not
says
like
a lot
that.
of things, but it does...
Welcome back. How may I help you this time?
Let's see what you've got for sale.
Of course. Please, take a look. Nothing interests you?
Let's talk about the Diwali crime family.
Who are they?
They're the people running organized crime in Prague. Their second in command is a man named Otar Botkavelli. Heard of him?
No. I'm sorry, I haven't.
Well, that's too bad. I was hoping you could tell me why he wants me to kill you.
Shit! He wants me dead? Durak son of a bitch.
Sounds like you're starting to remember him now.
Yeah, Otar. He just slipped my mind for a moment.
That's not the only thing slipping.
Fine, smart guy. I work for Otar's boss, the head of the Diwali family, Radic Nikoladze. I spy on Otar's activities for Radic. Shit, I just realized. The other Pakhan, Konstantin, he died in the train station bombing.
You're thinking Otar wants to get the second spy, you, out of the way, and make a move against Radic.
I'm sure he'd love that. Those two have had their own private Cold War going on for years. But still, getting rid of me and Konstantin wouldn't be enough. Otar needs to gather more support in Prague and in Georgia.
But he could do it.
The only thing keeping him from consolidating his power is... well, me? But you're not really planning to kill me, are you?
Sorry, Galois. I gave Otar my word.
Then let's get this over with.
Lorenz, get down here, ASAP. Over.
He's hit! The boss is gonna love this! If only all canners were as weak as you! Go!
Botkavelli, it's Jensen. Your problem in the Udalek complex has been taken care of.
Good. I look forward to hearing the details. But that will have to wait, because I have other urgent matters keeping me busy at the moment. I will call you back shortly.
Listen, getting lonely up here. Got an update for me?
Yeah, I discovered that favors are like currency in Golem City. We're back on track. I'm heading for an area called the Throat now. Should take me straight into Ark territory.
Good. I'll update Miller and do a flyby up ahead. Get you the lay of the land.
Copy that.
Victor, we got one. Patrolling the market, just like you said it would be.
I got it, brothers. Now, let's see what we've got here. These little guys can be tricky. Every once in a while, one of them will go off, even if you...
Should have tried cutting the blue wire.
If only life was that simple. You are lost, brother? It looks like you might have taken the wrong turn.
You must be the welcoming committee.
No. I am Marchenko. And Marchenko, he is more of a guardian. Like the hound at the gates of hell. Yes.
I'm not real big on the classics.
That is a pity. What a man reads can tell you more about him than his face. Can I give you a little friendly advice?
Sure.
Go back. Go home. There is nothing for someone like you here.
How do you figure that? You don't know me.
I know this place, up ahead. We call it the Throat. And sometimes those get cut, yes? When outsiders come wandering in where they should not.
I'll take my chances. I just want to see where Ark hides out.
We are not hiding from anyone.
Tell that to the cops down below.
Do not listen to police and all their bullshit about Ark. Those Slupotia pricks are everywhere. Breaking heads, making their mess, and we have to deal with it. Better watch yourself. They won't go easy on you either. Leash or no leash.
The cops wouldn't be here if Ark hadn't blown up a train station.
And where is the evidence?
But you're not denying it.
Sometimes blood needs to be shed in order to get people to pay attention. That is a fact of life. This city has the truth in its bones.
And what about the innocent people caught in the crossfire?
What is that term you Americans use? Collateral damage. This is the fate of any who do not choose a side. The right side.
It sounds like a threat.
Make of it what you will.
What you're talking about, that's terrorism.
Is it? I thought we were just two men having a conversation, discussing the issues of the day.
Like your friend Rucker? I see him on the net. He feel the same way you do?
Ah, yes. Talos. He is a good man. Strong, intelligent, principled. You could learn a lot from him.
I don't think so. Every time I've met someone who tells me they know how things are, it all comes up empty.
If you believe in nothing, you will fall for anything. Ark has a purpose, bigger than you or I, or even Rucker. If you cannot see it.
Keep telling yourself that.
Well, as much as a political debate stimulates me, you are pushing my patience, and I have work to do. You have had your warning. Get out of here, while you still can.
If that was your recruitment speech, I gotta tell you, it sucked. The way I see it, after the bombing, tide's turning against you. Ark has made itself public enemy #1.
Yes, it may seem that way. For now. Until then, Sergei.
Be careful in there, Shiny. Huh? Nasty rumors of a wrench getting scratches on his finish will scare the tourists away. Yes. We'll be seeing you.
Chicane, patch me through to Miller.
Give him a message. Patch you through. What am I, your fucking secretary now?
Jensen, I thought you were back on track.
I am. But I need you to run a name through iLink. Viktor Marchenko. Got a feeling about this guy.
Fine. But remember, you're there for Rucker. If he's behind these attacks, everyone else will fall in line.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Current events relating to the struggle for augmented rights. Our principal topic tonight is, unsurprisingly, the deplorable terrorist attack on the Ruzica train station in Prague. Owing to the slanderous and inflammatory insinuations and outright lies being put forth by the media, the police presence in the Utulek complex has increased. Reports have reached my ears of unlawful searches, arbitrary arrests, and brutal violence posing as interrogation. It is understandable that emotions should be running high, but there is absolutely no excuse for abusing innocent people. We demand that the members of the state police force and their civil commanders curtail their current behavior and begin comporting themselves in a fair and honorable fashion. To the citizens of Utulek, I strongly advocate the same restraint. Remember, no wrong is ever redressed with more anger and aggression. Be courteous to the police. Cooperate. If you witness or personally experience abuse, do not hesitate. Report all violations to ARC, and those responsible will answer for their crimes once the current crisis has passed. My friends, I know this case has been but in spite of that, I urge you, please do not allow yourselves to get discouraged. The period of greatest darkness is quickly followed by the bright light of dawn. We will stay strong. We will resist despair. If we remain united, we can withstand anything. It is understandable that emotions should be running high, but there is absolutely no excuse for abusing innocent people. We demand that the members of the state police force and their civil commanders curtail their current behavior and begin comporting themselves in a fair and honorable fashion. That concludes our broadcast for today. Until tomorrow, remember that through patience, diligence, remaining